Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, my name is Max.
My name is Ali.
And today we're going to be exploring Glacier National Park. So the city that we're staying in is called Essex. We drove in quite late last night. It was close to midnight, so it was really dark. Couldn't really see anything, but now I got up a little earlier in the morning than everybody else, walking around. It looks really nice. It's also really cold, like really cold. The wind chill makes it even colder. And it seems to be the side of our rail yard. There's a lot of train tracks that come in and out. We also heard a lot of trains earlier in the morning coming in and out, which is pretty cool. Yeah, super excited to check out Glacier National Park. It's probably been my most excited, kind of looking forward to part of this trip. We checked out Salt Lake City first, the Tetons, then we made our way to Yellowstone, and then right now we're gonna do Glacier National Park. Super excited. So we also got this really nice cabin in the woods. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It's a pretty crazy experience. There's literally no cellular service, no Wi-Fi. It's just a landline. Can't even call anybody from your regular phone, and it's only local calls. There's super peaceful over here. The funniest thing is that there's only a bathtub in the Airbnb, and there's no shower, so it's pretty fun when you're showering in the morning. Nice, like, real kind of cabin in the woods experience. I love it. It's been kind of one of my favorite parts so far, to be honest. So our first stop today is Lake McDonald, right from it's right on the entrance of the park itself. We're stopping in Apgar Village. There's kind of a dock, a little I think it's an inn here. Looking around, there's supposed to be some colorful rocks. They do not look that colorful, I'll be honest with you. A little muddy. There might be another spot that I'm just not aware of that has it. It's also a little overcast today, so the lake does not look as blue or as emerald as it probably usually does. The mountains do look really nice in the background. Really excited to be able to go in that direction. There's a lot of kind of kayakers coming off here. Yeah, first spot looks pretty good so far. Not doing anything over exhausting today. Should be all little kind of spots, maybe little hikes here and there. So the key with rock skipping is all about the rock, okay? So you gotta find the perfect rock. If it's not the perfect rock, it won't work. It can't be too heavy, it can't be too light. It needs to be just perfect.
Potato chip.
So look, this one right here is really good. It's well rounded, it's kind of flat. Okay, now observe the action. Okay, attempt number 2. We got a smaller rock this time. Hopefully it won't go as bad. Okay, and there's attempt failed.
That was nice.
Okay, I actually like this one more. This one has a little more turn. Okay, we got two. How about this one?
As long as the camera shy.
This one. Okay, that's it.
Let's go, Alden.
Okay,
Woo!
she's getting better.
Let's go. Ready, guys? I'm gonna skip this rock. Look at the size of this baddie. If I do this, you buy me lunch.
Yes, if it skips more than
That looks
twice,
very-
I buy you lunch.
Twice?
3.
Let me stretch.
3 minimum.
Let me stretch. I'm gonna put over. I need legs. Well, that didn't really work out.
After a quick stop at Lake McDonald, we made our way to Trail of the Cedars. We got super lucky with parking. I mean, there's maybe a total of like 20 spots and it's packed. I mean, the national parks right now are absolutely packed. So somebody was pulling out and literally we got super lucky with it. We're here at 11 a.m. so we kind of got a little bit of a late start, but we weren't in a rush and we also didn't want to be here like right as everybody else is getting here, because most people get here at 9. So we planned it out about 2 hours after most people are getting here. So maybe as people are pulling out from some of the early trails, we'll pull in, and that's exactly what happened. So tip for that, if you don't want to be here really early at like 7 or 8, just plan to be here at like 11 or like that, and you should be able to kind of pull into a lot of spots as people are leaving. So the trail itself runs along Avalanche Creek. It's a nice little small creek, nothing crazy, nothing big. And then eventually the trail will lead to Avalanche Trail. And supposedly at the end of that trail, we're supposed to see a little waterfall. Again, nothing crazy, nothing big, but it's supposed to look really nice because it's also going through a canyon. Not a big canyon, but it is like a formation between the rocks, which would make it look really good. Damn, it's a great start so far. This little canyon looks really nice. It's different colors. The waterfall looks really beautiful. I hiked a little bit down the trail and it looks really, really good. The water flow is really strong and the colors just pop. The contrast of the blue of the water to the red and green of the cliffside is amazing. So pretty much over with the hike. We didn't go all the way down to the lake. We just looked at kind of the little falls and the canyon, turned it around. Supposedly it's close to a 3-hour hike both ways from that point. So we didn't say it's worth it. We're gonna go to the lake further up north, closer to Logan Pass. I'm excited for that part. So we're pretty much gonna start making our way out of here back to the car, hop in, and then start on our journey. So we've been driving down, going to the Sun Road. The views, I mean, probably been some of the best I've seen in my life down a road. The road is supposed to be one of the best in the country. Pretty sure top 50 from what I've read in the United States. It's looked really, really gorgeous. Words can't describe it. Past Logan Pass, I think the parking lot was full there, but we're gonna try to loop around. We've been making a couple stops, looking at the views, and they've been absolutely beautiful. Now we're gonna take a look at, I think, Jackson Glacier and see what that looks like. So unfortunately, the Going to the Sun Road is closed. Technically only open up until Rising Sun, and they're saying it's going to be for the rest of 2020 because the east side of the park is pretty much an Indian reservation and it's closed due to COVID, and it's closed to anybody that's not essential travel. So one of the hikes that I really wanted to do, which was a hike to the glacier, the Many Glacier area, is closed. All the glaciers there, I think it's there's a 10-mile hike that takes you to one of the glaciers. I don't remember the name right now, but I'll put it right here. It's going to be closed for the rest of 2020, so make sure you guys do your research if you're planning to come over here, because a lot of the park and pretty much the whole eastern side of it is closed. So when you're taking the Going to the Sun Road, it's only open up until Rising Sun, and then it ends right there. You take a U-turn. And there's that lesson. Make sure you guys are always reading the latest updates on the National Park Service's website when it comes to trails. That's gonna be it for today, though. Super excited for tomorrow. We do have some whitewater rafting. It's gonna be the 4 of us in a raft, which make it a little bit more challenging as well. It is really cold, so I don't know how we're gonna fare with any of that, but we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna call it for tonight. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. We just made it to our first stop of the day. We're gonna be doing some whitewater rafting. Super excited. This is the last kind of step of our week-long trip. It's part that I'm looking forward to the most. Should be pretty fun, pretty adventurous. We read some good reviews. 2 hours, I think, is the stream downwards. We also got our own raft, so there's only 4 of us. We got a GoPro as well, so I'm not gonna take this camera with us, but we are gonna get some pretty cool GoPro footage. And yeah, let's do it.
coming right there. You can see it.
Make it level 4.
Keep it going.
Right here, so go to the middle.
Right there. We can sell them our GoPro for this. 50 bucks?
We just came back for the water rafting. That was awesome. That was amazing. It was my first time. Max have done it already previous time, but it was my first time all this time, the friend that we're with right now, and it was just amazing. The guides, our guide was super cool, super experienced. It will be
Shout
super
out
fun.
to Devin. He was pretty fun.
Yeah, all of them were super fun. They will prepare. They will guide you where you have to go. Let's go here, paddle, stop, everything. But it was super cool, the experience. The water was super cold, but you couldn't even think about the water because the rocks are coming and you're getting wet and you have to paddle and go. And it was amazing. I loved it. We want to do something more advanced.
It was only a class 2/class 3, so it wasn't too challenging. There was maybe 10 total rapids, maybe 4 of them being like class 2 and then maybe 2 of them being like class 3. So pretty fun experience overall. So it wasn't too expensive. It's about I think $95 a person, and you get your own raft. If you want to be on a raft with 10 people, you could do that as well.
You can do kayak by yourself.
You could also get not a sea kayak, but they have like the inflatable kayaks. Those are pretty fun, but I definitely recommend it. The folks over here, and I'll put the name of the place kind of right here towards the bottom, were really nice. The tour guides, all of them were really friendly. They're also younger, very upbeat, really good fun experience. They made it interesting. They kept it fun. 10 out of 10 experience, especially since we didn't get to have too much fun yesterday because a lot of the trails were closed. This definitely made up for it. So if you're in the area, you're in Montana, definitely check out whitewater rafting. You won't regret it. Well, that's gonna be it for our trip to Glacier National Park. It was definitely probably my favorite looks wise, even though we didn't get to do a lot of the trails were closed. East side of the park was closed, but the views itself and just the area, the animals, how well maintained everything was definitely my favorite. I was also a big fan of the mountains, and those mountains were pretty close. The T-tones were really nice too. If you guys have not seen that video, make sure you check that one out right here. We did that at the first part of the trip. Really incredible, beautiful, but it wasn't really a mountain range like this one. Truly enjoyed this one.
It was pretty impressive, and the amount of animals that you see here, it's incredible. When we were in Washington, that other video, we saw animals, but not as the amount that there is here. Anywhere that you go, if you're on a little trail, if you're just in the road randomly, you see every single type of animal around. It's super cool. It's super amazing.
Yeah, we've seen in this part, we've seen I think 2 bears and a bunch of deer, a ton of deer. On the other parts of the trip, we've seen moose, we've seen elk, deer, more bears, especially in the Tetons when we did that hike. Saw a lot of wild animals there. But yeah, really enjoyed whitewater rafting today. We want to definitely do it again. It was my second time, Ali's first time. She was having a lot of fun. Can't wait to take a look at the GoPro footage. And yeah, if you guys are in the area, if you're in Montana, it's about 5-hour drive from Yellowstone National Park, right?
Yeah.
Ali kind of troopered through that one. I did about an hour. She did the rest of it.
It was hard, but we got it done.
Yeah, you could do Glacier National Park, I would say, in 3 days, 3 full days, especially if all the trails are open and you are a big fan of hiking the Highline Trail. Definitely one we wanted to do, but we just wasn't the right time for that. Hidden Lake was closed, and then the hike to, I think, Grenier Glacier, whatever, is closed since it's on the east side of the park. Most likely will be closed for the rest of 2020. And yeah, like always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop a like. Tell us what you thought in the comment section below. Tell us if you want to see anything else. And yeah, if you would like to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.